Welcome back, not prisoners, because this is not Fox's ghetto prison. This is actually Fox's mega training rock, because I'm going to show you my revision of the system we were using earlier. And I gotta show it to you because the thing that I really like about this game is I haven't even flicked the switch. The switch is over here. Where is it? It's right here. This automation is having this all I gotta do is flip that on, and I haven't even done that. I haven't. Why is it so colorful? What's all these strange colors? I haven't even flipped it on. But this is the revised version. After building it in the ghetto prison, this is my revision. It's not complete yet, which is why I haven't flipped the switch. I still have to get the docks in the proper position. But this version is different after I thought about things that I liked about the previous one and things I didn't like. And while I do look things up from time to time if I get stuck, I principally like to figure out the game myself. And while this is probably not the most efficient setup, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's not the most efficient setup. It's my setup, and I'm figuring it out. And let me tell you, when I'm working on this thing, I can't help but feel a level of this electric energy flowing through me as the anticipation grows to hit the button to turn it on. Like, this is all the different things I've been trying. Like, let's look at decor. So we have this giant wall here in order to block the ugliness from getting in the base. Some of it's going to get in either way, but I've also been focusing on how to decorate better in order to keep that higher level of morale. Like, you could see this area is so much nicer looking. Also, like, look how cool the base is. We got, what, under 70 degrees? We got over here 65 degrees. We've got extremely cold oxygen coming in. -7 degrees oxygen coming in from... What we did here is we built these pipes out of... these are radiant pipes to try to get as much of this cold air as possible. We're using a... Where is my... These liquid valves are actually really handy. They don't use much electricity at all, only 10 watts. And they're really good if there's only one liquid that you want to get through. I'm actually using another one over here. This one, it comes through. It's going to basically allow only crude oil to go through, and any other liquid is going to get basically dumped into this little area over here. Another thing I did was, I'm probably going to change this on the build back in the prison. We're going to remove one oil refinery, because apparently one oil refinery is more than enough to power several of these. And the reason I have this here, the revised version, the way it works is, we have a bridge, and the bridge tells the liquid the priority, so the bridge is forcing it to go into here first. The rest of it will then fill into this tank, and once this tank hits the max, it will then dump the extra out. And that's useful because the tank acts as a powerless pump, because all I gotta do is hook this up like this, and then add a bridge. And once we do that, that means that we have basically 5 tons of oil that I could use for other purposes, and we can just use the pressure of the tank as the power source, and it'll constantly get filled up by more crude oil from there if I want to use it for other things, which I will, because I'm going to be using the oil as a coolant. Same thing down here. The polymer presses are going to take as much petroleum as they can, feed the rest of the petroleum into here. Once this hits 5 tons of petroleum, it's going to dump the excess into here, and then I can use this for whatever I want. And I think it's going to... And I still got a lot of room over here to make the metal refinery as well. So we did have some... We have a volcano over here, and we've got a saltwater geyser over here. One thing that I wanted to take advantage of in this is a carbon dioxide, but look at this. Carbon dioxide vent is going to create 400 grams per second of carbon dioxide at 932 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like... I have no idea what 900 degree, like, I can't even visualize that. Like, when you bake, if you're more familiar with Celsius, you would bake chicken somewhere between 375 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be like baked chicken. So, like, that's like triple the temperature of baking chicken. I have no idea what that would do, if that would just, like, blister... I feel like that would just blister you on contact. Like, would that just kill you? Like, could you survive, like, 900 degree? Like, would you just die instantly? Would it just, like, vaporize your lungs or something? Like, would you just, like, die on... Like, I don't even know. It's, like... That's really, really hot, so... I don't even know what I'm gonna do with... I mean, there's a way to cool it down, but... I mean, the idea was when I pump it to the slicksters, even the slicksters can't handle 900 degree temperatures. Not even the molten slickster can handle 900 degree Fahrenheit temperatures. Like, let's take a look right here. Critters. Slickster. Well, 500 degrees, so it can handle pretty hot degrees, but, like, that's still half of the temperature that the... Let's wake the prison up. That's still half the temperature, though. So how are our devices? Like, so this one, as you can see, only 2 instead of 4. So one of the things we're gonna do is... So we do have our liquid shutoff here. What we're gonna do is probably... make the improvements I was talking about. Let's go ahead and wake the game up. Like this. And what I'll do is... Because you see how they're dancing back and forth? Like, that's just really inefficient. Like, there's no need for that. So let's turn this one off. And that's fine, because what's going to happen is, the oil is just going to dump out here anyways, so that's fine. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Let me go get one of these out. And I'm going to... into here like that. And then we'll deconstruct this. We're getting our plastic. We're going to need auto sweepers because it's going to be annoying for people to have to suit up just to get the, this stuff in here. Occasionally we'll need to change the water out as well. But the water is helping to distribute the heat, which is good. Let's see how our machines are doing. They're actually handling it pretty well so far. This area is ice cold, like, good on you guys. Your thermal regulators are just destroying the heat over here. It's not even a thing for them. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Which means we can deconstruct all of this. We can trim that off. So this is already working as intended. It's already... Yeah, we got that. That's correct. So this is starting to fill up with crude oil, which is exactly what we want. And once it fills up, it'll just dump the rest of this off. This is just really useful because we're going to be using the crude oil as a coolant, which you might think, well, my God, like 200 degree crude oil as a coolant? Well, the thing, though, is that its evaporation, its vaporization point is 750 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when it turns into gas. That's good because if liquid coolant turns to gas in the pipes get damaged from that. The pipes don't want liquid to turn into gas inside of them. Anyways, though, so today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be spending today constructing our metal refinery. Metal refinery is going to get extremely hot. It's going to get really hot. So we need a specialized facility just to handle the metal refinery on its own. I need to capture this water. Its water's in the way at the moment. I really love the mechanisms in this game. Like, the mechanisms are just so enjoyable in Oxygen Not Included. There's really no doubt about it. Let's see how we're looking over here. Obviously, this is a lot harder to cool just because these are so much hotter, but They're just doing such a great job. I'm so happy with the system at the moment. It's so much better than my first attempt. And these are staying pretty cool. Like the water, the puddle of water is helping to deal with some of the heat. And overall, we are cranking out these blocks of plastic. The main problem is that this is, you might think, oh my god, it's just churning out the plastic. The problem is that that's really not a lot. Each of these bricks of plastic are about 30 kilograms, and to give you an idea... Okay, it looks like we don't have the... Okay, we need to get back to researching. Research. So this is where plastic is, so let's go ahead and just start continuing to... Let me double check. Okay, yeah. Let's get the research rolling again. But to put it in perspective, I believe if we were to build a ladder out of plastic, it would take 50 kilograms, and this is like 30. So one full brick of plastic isn't even enough to make one plastic ladder. Which we will upgrade the plastic ladders just because they make you climb faster. So, okay, now that this is done, what we're going to do is clean up the rest of this, and now we're going to spill this water out. We're just going to deconstruct all of this water. Let's make sure we're not cutting any wires, which we just did right there. Let's mop up what we can, make it a priority 9. Because I don't want the water to go down there. Like, this is perfectly good fresh water. There's no reason to make a mess with it or something. What else am I could probably... How do I get rid of this water? I might pump it out with a pitcher pump. Because like, I don't want to go through the trouble of building a stupid a water pump. Like, the pitcher pump is actually pretty fast. Because, let me see. Let's go ahead and mark this for water. Make it a 7. Start dumping the water in there. Now let's do the same thing over here. So, like, okay, we didn't get to see, but these guys can drain quite a bit of water out of it, especially if they have a high carrying capacity. Whereas the pumps, you know, each pump is like, each bubble, like, let me see, a liquid bubble. Each of these bubbles is 10 kilograms, which is not, I mean, it gets the job done, but... Anyways, let's disconnect all these. I don't remember what I was doing with these, to be completely honest. So we're... Oh, wait. I think I accidentally cut through the... Okay, that's fine, actually. Let's deconstruct all of that. Okay, let's get another pitcher pump in. Just like that. Yeah, too much liquid. What we can do as well is just make a whole bunch of these. Temporarily. And then we can just disable them later. Just give them more locations to dump out the stuff. Okay, so let's get started. So the dupes come down from here. And I want to give them at least 2 spaces. So let's build these kind of like right here. Just these are gonna be our hint for where the platforms are gonna be. And we can even add a fire pole to about... That's probably too far. We don't need to go all the way down. Probably add a fire pole right there. Let's also be careful about where we're deleting things. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue building this. That was super ugly. This device will be multiple floors high. Let's get the refinery first. That's the wrong kind. Here it is. Metal refinery. Doesn't have to be in the middle. We can make it offset. Yeah, well, let's just leave it in the middle. I can move it around later if I wind up with a different idea. So, metal refinery. Which of these adds to its overheat temperature? Let's make it out of sedimentary rock. Or igneous rock, rather. Okay. The top one is going to be a steam turbine. Let me see. Like that. We'll need room for the suit docks as well, so that's why we kind of want to reserve a little bit of space. We can always scoot things over to the left more if necessary. The top is also going to be part of the room, because we need to enclose this. So this is going to need its own dedicated power system, because this thing eats up 1,200 watts, and that's a lot. 1,200 watts is more than a lot of our devices can handle. Let's go ahead and build this here. Look at all these pipes and whatnot. Holy crap. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all of this, then I'm going to go into the power and cancel everything that was power and check for anything else. Okay. So now it should delete everything there, but not the power systems. Another thing I want is... where is it? Storage bin. I don't know, maybe 3? 2. This is where we're going to store our iron. Basically, the things necessary to run the thing. Or maybe we do that on the outside. No, we'll do it on the inside. We can always rearrange it. It's not a big deal. So, let me see. This thing is probably going to have to be upgraded into a large power transformer that's dedicated just to supplying this. And then we'll have to go down a stage, and then basically this one is going to become this down here. Let's see what that would affect. What is this power supply? That'll actually disentangle it quite a bit. That's becoming a more attractive idea by the moment. So apparently I made that out of the wrong material. There we go. So let's see. Let's go 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it's like right there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Copy. Go down. Copy. Oh, we need a bridge. That's annoying. It would be right there. We'll temporarily need a bridge here, won't we? Let's trim this up because it's no longer needed at the moment. Let's add in a wire bridge here temporarily. Open this up. Open everything up. We're gonna let all these annoying gases out, but who cares? We just want to get this done. I'm gonna make this a priority 8, just to dig this crap out of here. We got stuff to do. Clean this up. So yes, we should have access. So yeah, plastic ladder. Oh, it eats up 50. So 1 brick of plastic isn't enough to make even one of those. So, you know, we're gonna need a ton of... we definitely want that gold. I know people want to get into the prison, but if they're gonna offer me metal, I'm taking metal. Plastic tiles improves run speed by 50%, which is pretty nice. Up from 25% from the standard tiles. Okay, well, let's copy this one over. Flip it around. Deconstruct the wire that's in between. Then we'll actually be able to get our heavy watt wire through. Okay, copy the heavy watt wire to get it through. Now this crap is all in the way. Ah, so they finished this. We don't need to do that just yet, though. So what we're gonna do is just... Actually, what is this stuff made out of? Let's use the same material. Just like that. Deconstruct. Like so. Same thing right here. Let's build some scaffolding for them to go through. And then we're just going to start deconstructing again. Leave that there for the tank to operate. This stuff needs to go. But not that. We want to make sure the water gets contained here. Okay, let's see how our system is looking. This is a really tangled up mess. This is going to help a lot once we get this done. So you are going to go like this. Let's add the bridge ahead of time, just because that'll prevent it from looking really tangled up. And you're just going to go across like that. That means we're also going to remove this layer. Once we get this connected, then we can disentangle this stuff up here, which is just super, super ugly looking. How are we doing on metals? We're running out of gold. We've got a massive quantity of iron, which the hatches are going to be feasting on to make refined iron. Let's make sure our hatches are... Where are our hatches at? What are you guys eating? That's fine. So we need to repopulate these guys. So you guys get kicked out. Smooth hatches go back in. You get kicked out. Actually... This one was just about the hatch, so let's go ahead and put that one in. What is going on with these guys? So we've got 10 in there, so we're overflowing by 3. Where is it? Stone, QRS. Stone. Wow, there's 11 of them in there. Holy crap. Okay, so they should start bringing them down here to get them back to 7. Wait, don't continuously do it. Get me more smooth hatches. Now, continuously incubate the smooth hatches. Murderize the baby! Murderize the baby! Zapping, 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 zapping. We can clear this out of the way. Why aren't they building? Build this, you fools! Build! 1, 2, 3, 4. This is too far, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is too far. Curses! This needs to be 1 level upwards. It's not a huge adjustment, though, to be honest. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right there. Right there. Give me this wire bridge, we'll copy over. Give me this metal wire, we'll copy over. And then we'll disconnect this. Smooth hatch. You need to be up here. Back up to a 7. There we go. We need these smooth edges to start eating up our iron ore and whatnot so that we can... Hey, there's still too many. Wrangle these guys. Get them out of here. Put them down here. Let's turn this off. This system is out of whack at the moment. And all it's doing is clogging up our pipes. Fortunately, the same resources are all right here, so it's going to be very easy for them to just quickly adjust the height of the wires. All these people complain, oh my god, I can't breathe. What a bunch of complainers. How's our systems doing? Very nice, still keeping it cool. Might need some extra Wheezeworts in here. How many Wheezeworts do we have? Wart seeds. 2. Go ahead and add 2 more in here. Looks like this room could use a little extra help. And what were we doing? Lost track of it. Okay, let's trim this wire. Remove this. Remove all of this. These really ugly wires that are just... They just gross me out with how ugly they are. And we're going to remove this. We're also going to remove this. Copy. Flip it around. Conductive wires. Gonna run out of... Wait. Did we mess this whole thing up? I'm gonna assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, so this is too short as well. And that means if this is too short, then that's too short. Okay. We're just gonna destroy all of these real quick. Let's make sure everything is where it should be first. Okay, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is indeed in line, so that's where it should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it should be 1 higher. Which means all of these are in the wrong spot again. And these are in the wrong spot. Okay, so this one is going to be this. Flip him around. Can't do that yet. There we go. Good man, good man. Okay. Let's also get this guy in place. Copy. Give me a wire bridge. Give me a regular wire. Okay, the third time is the charm. Okay. Oh man, my nose. Let's build a conductive bridge. Right into there. Which is probably not going to work. We're probably going to run out of... Which means I'm probably going to need to build it out of copper, because we have a little more copper available. Get this crap out of my face. I don't want any of this here. But at the same time, I want you to prioritize this stuff. Oh man, I had to blow my nose. I had to mute my mic so I don't blast your eardrums. Actually, I can't blast your eardrums out since I compress my audio. No matter how loud I get, the audio decibels cannot exceed a certain amount. So I guess that means I should just be rude and attempt to blast people's eardrums out. Okay, have we done it correctly? Almost. Okay. This is now done. This has power. Which meant that was actually getting disconnected for a while because that was actually powering the pump. Okay. This now should have electricity. It does. This is already filled up, which is good. Oh, that was the sound of this over here. No. Farming, no. I'm not even gonna take the food. Just because it's just gonna clog up our resources. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this. This is going to be for refined metal. Wait, that's refined metal. Iron, because iron is what we turn into steel. We need a few other things too, but for now, let's just stick with that. Okay, so let's see. The next thing we're gonna do is what we mentioned here. We're going to bridge this over. Bridge it over this. And into here. And then this or is that what we're going to do? Hold on a second. I think what we're going to do is, that's how we'll feed it initially. I'm going to build another one here. Because I want to recycle the coolant. Oh, laggy. And what we're going to do, we're going to shut this off for now. Priority 9. Just so that it does not actually... By shutting it off, we will make it so that it cannot actually let liquid out initially. Actually, we have to do it slightly differently. But we're on the right track. We're on the right track. Okay, so what I need to do next is seal this area up. Partially. And I need to... I'm gonna do this here to dump some water in. Because we're gonna need to pump a bit of water in. With this... We got pipes everywhere now. Like that. We can remove this. This is no longer needed there. So, I'll explain what this does in a moment. First, I just want to get some of this stuff done. I need an automation on this as well. Let's just use a thermosensor. Thank you. And... Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Liquid pipes. I don't think these have a... Do these have an overheat temperature? No, I don't think these have, so I don't think it matters. I think we can use copper. Let's see. Okay, so from here, what we want to do is snake it around like this. Oh, wait, we don't want to enter in like there. We could just kind of go like this, to be honest. We want to leave a little bit of room for this, which is probably going to go around like... Whoa. Like that, and empty out into there. Which, how can we snake this thing around? We especially want it to... Whoa. We don't want it to go like that. We want it to go around like this, basically. Oh, getting laggy again. Especially, we wanted to spend a lot of time on the bottom level. And then this... So that goes in, this goes out, and so this needs to go... Okay, we got this kind of in reverse. Oops, that's the wrong type of pipe. But it doesn't matter too much that we got it in reverse, because... What we can do is... bridge over like this. Into there. Okay, that should be fine. Whoops. And then this goes under. Okay, let me make sure that this looks correct. So, it's gonna exit out here, go under the bridge, it's gonna then become a radiant pipe, and start exchanging heat in here, snake all over the place, and go into there. Then it's gonna come out of here, bridge over that, and enter back into this. Okay, yes, that does look correct. Building disabled? Why? Oh! You're not connected. You are connected. What? Oh. You're just disabled in general. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. There we go. I was confused for a moment. Oh yeah, we were gonna copy this. Put you here and here. In order to help with the heat in this area. Okay, I want to let this area kind of fill up with water. And I'm also gonna seal this. This can go. Seal this. Seal that. Can we fit 2 of them in here? Let me put my finger on my monitor to see where it is. Yeah, we could put 2 in there. We could put 1 here and 1... I don't know if that's a good idea, though. Let's just run it this way first. And we'll add an airlock here so we can get in there if necessary. I'm gonna need a kiln. That's another thing I need. Refinement. Add a kiln in here. How are these looking? This is handling the heat pretty well. Suiting up to do their tasks. Look at all this refined okay, hold on a second. Priorities. Joseph, who is this? This is Joe Davis. Joe Davis operating. Yeah? What is your other task? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, why don't you want to just sit there all day and make stuff? I don't understand. You just need to sit there and do nothing but make things. It's so annoying. Let's start turning things into lime. Eggshells to lime. We need basically we need lime. We need refined carbon. Let's make about 5 of these. Why do you leave? Why don't you just stay there forever until your day is over? Harvest mealwood. Why? Jordanson, why are you harvesting mealwood? You are the only people who are supposed to be doing farming. None of you else. Reset your orders. Get in there and work. There we go. So this thing gets really hot as well. It's creating 20 kilodTUs, which is a lot. But we need it anyways. And I'm going to put it in here just because this is already cooling the area. And that'll help keep this thing cold. A little more water, and then we'll be ready. So we need... I don't know what lime is under. Refined, organic, miscellaneous? No. Plastic? No. Not a metal ore. Industrial? Oak shell? Agriculture? No. Consumable ore. Lime, there we go. Add lime to the list of things that we want them to store, because we're trying to get all of the things that we need in one spot. Refined carbon, there we go. There we go. So over here, they're going to be crushing up these creatures' molt and whatnot, and any of the eggshells we got. They're going to crush it and get lime out of it as well. Oh, lime right off the bat. We'll take that. That's what we need to make the steel. Okay, so what we're going to do now is... This needs to be hooked up to something. That's not a good idea. Hook it up to this. This thing is going to fry the wire. We'll just see if it fries the wire anyway. Let's go ahead and add in 2 planter boxes. That is not going to be enough to keep this thing cool. But at the same time, this thing is designed to withstand a lot of heat. Like, that's one of the things it excels at. We're out of wart seeds, so we need to go find more. We're actually going to be able to pull the trigger on this. I know it will work fine in the beginning. I have no doubt about that. I'm not worried about it having trouble in the beginning. Okay, so we have more wart seeds over there. Looks like the easiest way would be just to drill through here and get those. But instead of doing that, I think I'm ready to pull the trigger on this. Let's get 5. It's not going to work yet because it doesn't have any coolant. And we also might need spacesuits. But I'm having them deliver the stuff for now. Okay, let's shut this off. Done. That's enough water. Now we're going to activate this. Okay. We want to oversupply it a little bit because there, we can see it filling up. We do want to overstock it because the way the machine works, it spits out the stuff period. It's just we just need to have we need to have more than the minimum, basically. I'll probably run it 3 times. Oh, whoa, 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 we're already going for it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so hold on, let's pause. So here's the deal. 200-degree crude oil is going in. We're smelting the refined iron. So the iron ore was eaten by the smooth hatches to make refined iron. The refined iron is going in with... Where is the recipe? With refined iron, refined carbon from the kiln over here, and lime from crushed poke shells, from just crushed shells and whatnot, all go in. And this device, it gets warm, but that's not the real issue. This refinery is using this oil to dump its excess heat in. Okay, and we can see it right here. So it just finished. Here is our steel right here. We got 100 kilograms of steel. 200-degree oil went in. 446 oil comes out. So it's going to go through this system over here. And now watch how rapidly it starts losing temperature. It's already down. It's 446 degrees here. It's already 200 degrees over here. It's just rapidly losing temperature. It's down to 120 because it's transferring it with the water. Right. Now, here's the thing. You might be thinking that eventually this is going to become, like, absurdly hot, and it will. It is eventually going to become absurdly hot. And that's where the water comes into play. Eventually, this is going to become so hot that it's going to vaporize the water. Like, look how hot this is already getting. That's fine, though. It can handle it. Eventually, this water will reach its vaporization point, and it's going to turn to steam, and then the steam turbine is going to start eating the steam and putting it back out as regular water. That's the plan. Now we can turn this off. That's enough oil. But it's going to take a little while, because this water is going to take a while to reach its... I mean, the water has to get to something like 200-ish degrees to hit its steam, to become steam in the first place. So, I mean, honestly, we could probably just turn this on forever. And let's just queue up some more refined carbon. Like so. Let's just do eggshells to lime forever. And that means we could stop using this, because this is one of the least efficient ways to get... Okay, we're up to 7, so we don't need this anymore. Kick you out, because we don't need you anymore. You stink. What's going on up here? Wow, we got a ton of them. Let's execute 2 of them. Calm that stuff back down. Let's see how how our air conditioners are handling the heat. This is already looking a lot better with the introduction of additional 2 Wheeze warts. all looking quite good. This area is still very cold despite the carbon. Let's bump some of these priorities up. This needs to be like a 7. This needs to be like an 8. Very good, very good. Like, we're handling the heat very effectively. This water still is yet to reach its... the water's at 100 degrees right now. We can also order our guys to go in here, zapperize this guy, go into here, and begin... What is this stuff made out of? This is igneous rock. Make this into igneous rock to get... Oh, that was the ugliest. So we can get in there and get those wheezeworts. Oh, there's another anti-entropy thermo nullifier in here as well. So far so good. Like, we might be able to add a secondary, an additional one there, have 2 refineries going at once. I'm wondering if this will turn to... I don't think this is going to turn to steam in the first episode. So you won't actually get to see the steam turbine in action. But you can see that there are multiple ways to cool things down, or to keep a system running. Like, look at this. This is... I mean, the oil's still staying hot now because the whole room is starting to heat up. But overall, like, this is going actually really well. Cause, so this is a prototype from what I was building on my other profile. I haven't gotten to the point where this vaporized into steam yet. That's something that I've still yet to see. We're doing really good, though. I mean, we need a ton of steel, though, because this is only 100 kilograms of steel. That's hard. That's enough to make 1 bunker tile. We can make 17 bunker tiles right now. Overall, though, I'm very happy with this. This is... Well, the water is hitting... Let's see, what is water's vaporization point? It evaporates at 210 degrees, so this has to hit 210 degrees. This thing doesn't care about steam until it hits about 257. You might wonder, like, how is it going to keep how's it going to keep everything cool? Well, you have to remember, like, all temperature cares about is differences in number. It doesn't matter if this is, like, steam, because 210 degrees steam is, like, super cold compared to, like, 500 degree, like oil. So, like, that's, you know, like, that's one of the deals there. But yeah, I feel like we could probably double it and put a second one in there and just add more into the loop, or I don't know, it might fill the system up a little too much, because every one of these bubbles, that's as much as the pipe can handle. The pipe can't handle more than 10 kilograms, but nothing prevents us from just duplicating the system over here and just having 2 of them going at once. Another benefit to this is not only is this going to cool the area down by converting the steam back into water, but it's also going to generate 850 watts for us as well. So it's going to give us electricity. It's going to convert thermal energy into electricity. And this water is never going to run out because it's going to turn into gas. It gets sucked up by this, and then this is just going to spit it back out as water. So it's just going to maintain itself. But yeah, so you can see the systems are going. We're in the process of manufacturing a ton of stuff. Our air coolers are doing a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with them. This is not even hitting 150 degrees yet. Ice cold in here. It's -2 in certain areas. -2. Because we could double these kilns up if necessary. This one here, as you can see, much, much hotter. We might be able to add some extra ones in there even, just to improve our production. Like, let's see how we're doing. Manufactured materials. We've got basically 3 tons of plastic and almost 2 tons of steel. So that's still not nearly enough to really get anything done up here, but it's kind of a start. And like I said, I don't know too much about building up here, but because we have this nice building right here, that's also, this should be full of oxygen as well. Yeah, it's full of oxygen down here. We got a little bit of hydrogen up top. Not a big deal. But yeah, we can kind of use this to begin experimenting. The first thing we need to, let's queue up some research before we go out. Let's get this done. Just get the last of the regular research. We should have plenty of water down here. Yeah, we've got plenty of water for research. They need to finish pumping this stuff out. Got some runaway gas, but who cares, to be honest. Overall, we're making steel. We're making plastic. And that means that pretty soon, we're going to be going into uncharted territory. Even on my practice file, I have not gotten to building space stuff yet. I'm going to try to get there, so like I said, to make it smooth, but who knows what's going to happen. We may need to, you know, double up this. I don't know how many metal refineries I'm going to need in order to actually keep up with it. It seems to make it at a pretty good speed. Like, this metal refinery is pretty efficient, but at any rate, that's going to be that. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Too bad we didn't get to see the actual steam process yet, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.